This is a production of PBS Charlotte.
This weekend off the record, it could have been a lot worse, but it was still pretty bad. Talking about Hurricane Florence, of course, a week after landfall in both Carolinas, still feeling the storm's effects. We'll talk about it. Also, a big corporate headquarters looking for a change. 900 jobs on the move, only this time they're moving away from the Charlotte area. Not sure anybody saw that coming. The school board gives Mecklenburg County towns an ultimatum. Either promise us you won't build charter schools or else. And it looks like the towns aren't backing down. Plus, 2 years after the police shooting and the protests, what's changed? What hasn't? And what's next? Actually, Off the Record's next on PBS Charlotte. Hi, I'm Jeff Sonnier. This is Off the Record, where we talk about the stories you've been talking about this week. And if you watch the news, read the news, or listen to the news, you'll recognize the names and the faces around our table. Dedrick Russell from WBTV and Katie Peralta from the Charlotte Observer joining us. Also Mark Garrison from WBT Radio and Kirsten Garris from Spectrum News Charlotte. Thanks for joining us this week.
Sure.
As always, you can email us your questions and comments to Off the Record at WTVI.org. Let's start this week, folks, about the storm. I'm just looking at some of the numbers that are still, we're still dealing with this. 750 roads still closed, thousands still in shelters, tens of thousands still without power. The governor calling for a special session of the legislature. I guess we've seen the worst of Florence. We just haven't seen the end of Florence yet, have we?
No, and it doesn't look like we'll see the end for a while, because this weekend, the rivers will still be rising. And even in South Carolina, there's a controversy going because they built a dam to divert water away from Myrtle Beach, and the problem is that's going to dump the water on Conway. So Conway is going to have a lot of flooding this weekend. So Conway, Lumberton, Fayetteville, lots of cities are in for a tough weekend with water rising.
Yeah, and a lot of highways look like rivers right now.
Right.
So we were just talking before the show that we're like, is this Photoshopped or not? And sadly, it's actually reality. So we're seeing a lot of roads that are just flooded. I mean, you can't get in or out of Wilmington. Yeah. We had crews that were there, like many TV stations, covering before, during, and after the storm. One of our crews, it took them 12 hours to make what's normally a 3-hour drive because they just could not find a right road. They had to keep going around and around and around.
Right, we're not talking about rural roads here too. We're talking about I-40, I-95, Highway 74 east of 95. It's closed for 20 miles plus because of flooding from the swamps on either side of that road. That's a major highway, and it's just hard to imagine. Anyone who's made that trip recently before the storm, it's just hard to imagine that road being washed out for that much distance. I mean,
well, which is interesting because now, see, the military's had to come in and bring in essentially military rations for a lot of people to eat. I talked to a guy the other day who he and his family escaped, and they're staying with his mother, but her home is partially flooded. They have no electricity, very little food. So, and so many of the machines down there are down the ATM machines, so he couldn't get cash to go buy anything. So they're dependent on the military to feed them for a while.
Yeah, and Mayor Vi Lau, she's asking what more can be done because some of these areas have been hit again with hurricane, because Hurricane Matthew in 2016, and then now again, 2 years later. So she was saying there needs to be a conversation about what we can do to try to prevent or to eliminate. If we know that a hurricane is coming, what can we do? Storm and water, is there anything that we can do? Because it's not, if another hurricane is going to hit, it's when another hurricane is going to hit. And she was saying that some of these poor counties cannot afford the infrastructure and the plans to try to, help with the flooding and things like that. So a conversation needs to happen now. And I don't know who that conversation will be with,
Yeah.
You mentioned Charlotte. I mean, there have been many hurricanes since Hurricane Hugo back in the 80s. But maybe this is the first one that really kind of looked like and felt like this was the kind of hurricane that affected us so badly it could affect us again. I really felt this time in Charlotte there was a different sense of dread, a different sense of what's this going to do to us, more so than the other storms that we've seen come up the coast and even into the Carolinas in the last couple of years.
Oh yeah, people were buying batteries and water and stuff like crazy here. They
we're
were
also-
taking it seriously.
Because it was a Category 4 before it hit the coast. I think a lot of people were kind of preparing for the worst, obviously hoping for the best. In that sense, maybe it is, I don't want to say a good thing, but a more positive thing in hindsight that people were prepared so far inland as Charlotte and Asheville to handle the worst, power outages for days, things like that. I was going to say it is impressive to see the corporate community stepping up and donating millions of dollars. Cooper has said that the recovery efforts will cost in the billions, and
sure.
we'll be paying for it for years to come. So I think that slowly and surely we'll start seeing waves of businesses, philanthropic leaders throughout the community stepping up and trying to help those lesser, lower income communities that have been affected.
Yeah, if you live in Charlotte, it's kind of not easy, but the storm has come and gone, and for the most part, it's in the rearview mirror. But you go to Wilmington. Wilmington today is probably much like Charlotte was in the aftermath of Hugo.
That's right.
And it's hard to say when Wilmington will be back to anywhere near normal. I mean, I'm told that even if you could get from Charlotte to Wilmington, that 12-hour drive that Kirsten was talking about, once you're in Wilmington, good luck. I mean, there's still, hard to get gasoline, 2-hour, 3-hour waits at gas stations, power out for most of the city, roads still flooded. I mean, getting from point A to point B.
And then you've got
people in
New Bern and
shelters.
Jacksonville that are both a mess. New Bern, the river's rising there. I mean, they're going to have, they'll be in a mess for days with flooding.
Yeah.
And then you have some people who are just thinking about just leaving altogether and just saying, I'm just going to pick up because I can't deal with this anymore. So you have people who are just leaving their homes that they've known for years because they just can't deal with this threat anymore.
Well, it's interesting you mentioned that. The first guy I talked to in the shelter at East Meck here, who came from Wilmington, his apartment was so flooded, he lost everything. He was already looking for a job here in Charlotte. He was a single guy, and he said, I'll just stay here.
Right, exactly. But while we, get things back to normal, we can't have to talk about the lives that were lost.
Yeah, I wanted to say, you were out in Dallas, which may have been one of the saddest stories.
Yeah, it was a Sunday night, and 3-month-old Cade Gill, I will always remember that name, Cade Gill, 3 months old, a tree came down on the mobile home and split the mobile home in half. The dad was on one side, and mother and child on the other side. Cade was in his mother's arms. She was getting ready to feed him when that tree came down. And so it separated them. And so the father had to rip out the air conditioning unit to climb inside to get his wife. And they handed the child to the husband. And then that's when the medic arrived, but he died at the hospital. His body his 10-pound body just could not handle that trauma with the CPR. And they asked, do you want us to continue to try to revive him? They said, yes, as long as you can. And they said for 30 minutes they tried to revive him. And when they figured out that, he just can't come back, that's when he died. And the sad thing about it is that their mobile home is surrounded by trees, and they knew the threat of trees with excessive moisture, that the trees would fall down. So the mother said that I took his where he was standing, I took it around because I did not want the tree to fall on them. But the tree that did fall on that mobile, they weren't expecting that tree to fall. So a very, very, very sad story, and our prayers go out to that.
I mentioned 31 dead in North Carolina from this storm, and everyone's a sad story, but some of these stories just really tug at your heartstrings when kids are involved. It's so random. It's just a sad situation all the way around. Hey, let's touch real quickly about the recovery. President Trump was in the state talking with shelter people and talking about what the federal government will do. I mentioned Governor Cooper is calling for a session of the state legislature. I'm guessing this is a situation where everybody can kind of put aside their politics and make sure that the funding make sure the funding gets to where it needs to go. Is that fair?
No, I don't think it's fair.
No.
I mean, there probably will be a special session, but we've seen all the tweets from Phil Berger going, "Hey, that's why we set aside all this money in a rainy day fund." So, I'm not sure what the speaker is thinking about. There probably will be a special session, but will the politics go away? No.
After the election is in November, so we're going to play nice because we want people to go to the polls. That's our platform. We took care of you when Hurricane Florence, so But after when
you
December
see,
comes, we'll
you
see
know,
what
your
happens.
colleague Nick's been doing all the stories about how Cooper has held on to this money that's come to the state and hasn't dispersed it for Matthew. And I think that's an issue that we'll hear more about.
And we talked ahead of time when Governor Cooper talked this week after the president was in the state. He didn't mention the president was in the state. Is that right? So, all right. I guess politics as usual. Even a Category 1 hurricane.
Exactly. But we
can't
will
stop
say, when it comes to
Republicans.
recovery, as Katie mentioned, there are a lot of businesses that are stepping up. The Panthers have pledged $1.5 million. I think Michael Jordan, then the Hornets, $2 million. So you're seeing folks saying, okay, this is our state, our states actually, both Carolinas. I know Coach Ron Rivera was wearing a T-shirt that says, you know, we share more than just a state line. And that shirt is actually a fundraiser, and all the profits are going to victims in both Carolinas. And that, I mean, I bought a T-shirt too, and when I bought it, they had already surpassed their goal. So you see people finding ways to give back. So whether it's $20 here, $20 there, folks are saying, okay, how can I help? You know, whether you're the average Joe or, you know, David Tepper. So
And it's always good that during a bad situation, we always see the good in people.
Exactly.
We just hopefully that could last 12 months, 365 days a year, right?
yes, or at least past election day. So.
Michael Jordan, by the way, grew up in Wilmington, so
That's
he
right.
feels
That's
the pain of those
exactly
folks especially. Hey, let's change gears a little bit and talk about the jobs that are being lost at Family Dollar this week. It's a company that's been in town since the late 50s. The headquarters have been here forever, but Katie, a merger a couple of years ago kind of changed the whole economic picture and management structure of that company, right?
Yes, so Family Dollar was purchased by Dollar Tree in 2015, I think July or something of 2015. Dollar Tree is headquartered in Chesapeake, Virginia. So there was always kind of the concern that there would be consolidation during any merger. And that was, I spoke to one professor who basically said the writing was on the wall. This was inevitable. For years, Family Dollar has been losing employees due to either, you know, cutbacks, you know, they're cutting costs or whatnot, but also uncertainty. If you're a corporate employee and you're not sure if you're going to have a job in 3 months, you look elsewhere. So this has been happening for years. So a lot of folks there might have expected it, maybe not right now, maybe not a total elimination of this office, but for some people it was pretty expected. And so this will happen in about a year. So the entire Matthews office will close. I think it's about 50 acres or something like that. 900 jobs will effectively leave that area. 700 will be moved up to Chesapeake. They're cutting 200 jobs. Some of those job cuts will begin in November, and they will mostly take place in June, we've learned.
Before we talk about what happens next, weren't there promises made initially that the headquarters would stay in place?
Not really promises. They just said we don't anticipate closing the Matthews headquarters at this time. You know, corporate types don't want to overpromise.
You hedge your bets a little bit, and so that when you
Exactly.
do have to make that move later on, no one can point back to what was then a promise or not a promise, that sort of thing.
So what does
Exactly.
that? So what does that mean? I know the distribution center will remain, but you know, in a few years from now, will the distribution
That's a good
center
question.
close?
I don't think so, because
Okay.
if you look at their network of distribution centers between Dollar Tree and Family Dollar, they're pretty complementary. Complementary with an E, of course. You know, they make sense geographically. And so they'll use a Family Dollar distribution center for distributing Dollar Tree stuff. So I think Dollar Tree's next closest one is like somewhere in South Carolina. So it makes sense from a geographical perspective. That said, I'm not really sure how many people that distribution employs. It is a major facility. You know, it's kind of like hard labor jobs, you know, people lifting heavy boxes and, you know, I don't think it's manufacturing, but it's they are, you know, high-paying jobs. They're good, but they're not like the white-collar jobs that are being lost.
I guess that's the fear, is that the next shoe will fall now that the headquarters is leaving town. But what happens to those 700 that are whose jobs are being transferred? Is it a sense that they will go with the jobs, or that are those 700 white-collar workers that are now going to be looking for new jobs here in Charlotte?
I think it just depends on who it is, when they were hired. You know, maybe if you're close to retirement age, maybe you take that package from Family Dollar. You know, a lot of people are recruited here for different types of retail and other corporate jobs from New York, you know, San Francisco, all over the place. So if you uprooted your family from one spot of the country 3 years ago to move here, that's a major decision to have to move one more time. So You know, the good thing about Charlotte is that it's growing very quickly.
It's a good place to be looking if you're a white-collar worker with certain skills, I suppose.
Exactly. Yeah, and you know, even if it's not necessarily retail, if you work in accounting or marketing or finance,
IT or those sorts of things. Yeah.
right? Those skills are transferable to other industries that we have a lot of, banking, for instance. And I would suspect, I don't know Chesapeake, Virginia that well, but I do know that it's not as large and growing as Charlotte is. So
Right.
I guess that is the good news for the folks who, you know, might have a big decision to make in the near future.
They can go to the beach.
Exactly.
It's a tough blow for Matthews. Essentially, we talked to a guy at a little barbecue joint down there the other day, and he was, you know, he said, I get 20 customers a day who work at the corporate office. If they go away, you know, that's a big chunk of a barbecue joint's lunch business. So there's a real ripple effect through a small town. And the mayor was saying, too, that, well, you know, maybe it's time for us to take industrial recruiting a little more seriously. He said right now volunteers do it. Here in Matthews, maybe, he said, we need to look at having somebody full-time. That surprised me, actually.
Yeah, I know in some of the coverage in the Observer, the sense you get from Matthews Town Hall is that this can also perhaps be an opportunity. We're losing our number 2 employer, but that's a 43, 45-acre site out there at a key location that could potentially be redeveloped into something maybe not with the immediate impact of 700 or 900 jobs, but certainly long-term, something that could broaden the tax base for the town, bring in other companies, maybe not with the same workforce, but certainly it's an opportunity, I suppose, for Matthews to remake what's been Family Dollar headquarters for as long as most of us can remember, I suppose.
Yeah. And you never know. I mean, Amazon has obviously left its footprint somewhere in Charlotte, so what's to say that a Google or even other companies or even Apple, I know they're looking for different places to put headquarters or smaller headquarters. Matthews could be an option. Folks like towns that are close to the big city,
Right.
but not necessarily in city center. So Matthews could have a shot at something like one of those companies
Right.
as well.
I think it's worth mentioning, too, that this is the real end of an era here. You know, I mean, we have the name Levine on the Cancer Center, and that's what a lot of people know. But, you know, this was a real American success story. A few bucks opening a little discount store, and it grows into this massive chain of, what, 8,000 stores or something like that now? And so it really is the end of quite a story here.
Yeah, you're not just losing a corporate headquarters, you're losing a homegrown corporate headquarters. And that's always a little bit sad when you see the companies that were here before Charlotte was really the Charlotte we know today. When you see those start to disappear and start being gobbled up by other companies, it's kind of melancholy, I suppose.
Yeah.
This one's a little different too, because where we have lost some corporate headquarters, you know, some have gotten new owners, for instance. Many times those new owners will keep some sort of corporate presence in the Charlotte area. Belk, for instance, is owned by a New York private equity firm, Harris Teeter.
Harris Teeter.
Yeah, and all of those, you know, those companies have, you know, slightly scaled back headquarters here, but still they have a major corporate presence. So in that respect, I think some people were expecting that, you know, Family Dollar would stay here at least for some period of time.
And again, it's the kind of news that, you know, Charlotte's used to getting the 900 job, you know, relocations, not losing them. So I guess it's a little bit of a, you know, kind of a wake-up call, I suppose, certainly for the folks in Matthews, but also regionally, and realizing that sometimes, as attractive as we may be as a place to move to, corporate management, things beyond our control can also take those jobs away. Just
It's
as
all
easily.
about that almighty dollar, because they haven't building a brand new facility in Chesapeake.
Right.
So we need to fill this brand new 12 floors and things like that.
Yeah, it's
so we
huge.
need to fill that brand new facility that we're pumping a lot of dollars in.
So we're going from Family Dollar to Almighty Dollar.
There we go. Good transition there.
Thank you very much. I'll be here all night. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about the feud that continues between CMS and the towns in Mecklenburg County. The decision that CMS made, the board made a couple of weeks ago, to basically issue an ultimatum to the town saying, don't build new charter schools or you will lose future priority and funding from us. That decision looks worse and worse in hindsight, doesn't it?
Oh, I've never seen a stink bomb thrown in local politics quite like this. I talked to Jim Puckett right afterward, and I said, what do you make of this? And he said, what do I make of it? The school board is stupid. That's exactly what he said.
It's like they're picking a fight with these towns.
So,
I mean, making a bad situation
remarkable.
even worse.
Yeah.
Well, and I guess, in talking to the school board members, they don't see it that way.
Right.
They
Of course
see
they
it,
don't.
But, you know, so and the way they explain is like before CMS builds a new school school, they have to plan like 3, 4, 5 years in advance. So if we put a new school on the bond referendum, this means your tax dollars will go to build a new high school. And then if Matthews just says, okay, then we want to build a new school, so therefore, is it responsible for me, for CMS, to use your tax dollars to build a school right across the street from Matthews, who's going to build a school, who will take Matthews' people and fill that school, and then here we're stuck with $100 million high school, and we can't fill it.
But see, that's faulty logic on the school board's part in a sense, because they're already losing enrollment to charter schools. So instead of just going, you're out of luck, it seems like that the plan should have been from the school board, look, we realize you could build a school, we could build a school, let's sit down and figure this out, instead of just going, we're cutting you off.
And that's where the mistake was, and they admit to that. They admit that we should have all sat at the table together and let you tell you what we plan to do. So that's why they met this week, and they're going to have an advisory committee. So I guess, they did a little bit backwards.
Yeah, there are a couple of mayors who say they owe us an apology. So I don't know how these sessions are going to go if the school board doesn't, because technically the resolution they passed is still binding, right?
Right.
Yeah, and I was about to say, some of the towns have said, well, you can have your advisory board. We're going to make one of our own, but it won't be an advisory board. It'll be more an educational options commission. So the towns of Huntersville and Cornelius both passed resolutions where they will study different options for education, including whether to open a town-run charter school. Because now with House Bill 514 having passed and now it's state law, those towns can levy taxes for a charter schools. I think that's why CMS also said, hey, we need to think about how we distribute money, because if you can raise taxes for your school, we don't know if we want to put our tax dollars that everyone puts in the pot, to pay for a school in Matthews too. So it is going to be a very interesting sticky situation that continues to be it's like a tennis match. Who's up in this way?
The problem with what CMS did, though, is that even some of, I'm not sure if it was Huntersville or Cornelius, the mayor said that we weren't really looking at moving forward on charter schools. We just wanted the option sometime in the future, not knowing what the future would bring. Suddenly the future's now. Suddenly what's been brought is CMS's ultimatum, and they forced them into a decision. It's the very thing that CMS was supposedly trying to avoid, trying to keep these towns from moving forward on the whole issue of charter schools. And what CMS essentially did was force their hand.
Them forward.
Even the towns that didn't really have an appetite for doing this sooner rather than later now feel like, well, if we're not going to be on the priority list for future funding, we've got to take matters into our own hands. And just the absolute worst outcome, the opposite outcome of what they expected, I think.
And when you talk to CMS leaders, I've been covering this since day one, and CMS leaders would say, hey, before we got to House Bill 514, we sat down with Matthews. We sat down with them. We said, what do you want? Do you want this? Okay, then we'll put our office in your town hall. What do you want? Okay, then Matthew said that we don't want to be a part of this student assignment plan that you're going with. So CMS says, okay, then we won't deal with Matthews because we know we want you guys to stay in the same community. So CMS is saying, okay, we've done everything you've asked us to do. And then you go back and still say, oh, okay, then we're still going to sign on the House Bill 514. So then you say, so CMS is saying that we feel betrayed because here we were trying to be, very nice and, trying to, do what we can in order to make you guys happy. And then you come back and you say, okay, then we're going to be on House Bill 514. So I think that's where the rift started, and it's survival mode.
It's a game of political chicken right now. It's like who's gonna blink first. And I think what's telling is what Clayton Wilcox, the school superintendent, has either said or not said. It seems to me that politics has kind of taken a front seat beyond funding for kids, education. I mean, for a school board to say, you taxpayer, we're not going to spend your money on your schools anymore. Your kids are going to have to take second priority. That's, the optics of that, the public relations of that is just horrible. And I just don't see how an elected board, I can't wait to see what the next school board election looks like.
And I talked to Erica Ellis Stewart, and she told me that just because if we're not prioritizing you for new schools, that does not mean we're not going to educate. We're going to educate well. So a lot of people don't associate that if I'm not going to give you a new school, that I'm not going to educate you, that I'm not going to give you the qualified teachers, that I'm not going to even take care of the buildings that are there. We're still going to do that. we're just not going to build you new schools. But we're still going to, you're still going to know 2 + 2 is 4. But you may not have a new,
They might see
to
that,
learn it
But
on.
you're going to learn it in a trailer because we're not building you a new building.
You might not see bond plus bond equals new high school. That might not be the math they're doing right now.
This week, Elise Dashew, she said in the building with all the politicians, she said that at the end of the day, I'm glad that grown-ups are in the room and not childish behavior, because grown-ups, we will know and do what's best for kids. That's the main
but
thing.
you know, that's more of the snarky kind of stuff that just annoys the people in
It keeps us busy.
All right, I'm going to break this up. I'm going to break this up because we got more shows in the future. I'm sure we'll be talking about this. I want to spend the last couple of minutes talking about the anniversary. 2 years after the protest, after the police shootings. I said, what's changed? What's different? What's better? Where do we go next? Yeah, you were out there those nights. You know, most of you around the table have been. Tell me about your thoughts on this.
Well, I mean, I think you can just say Councilman Braxton Winston. I mean, he has come out of, quite literally, come out of the protests. He was someone who was on top of cars, fists in the air, and his image of being on a car shirtless has gone viral. And it went viral 14 months later when he won his election for city council. And I've been telling folks it's interesting to watch his journey, because right after the Keith Scott shooting, there were hundreds of people who showed up at city council to talk about what they were feeling, why they were upset. But then the next week later, no one else was there. But Braxton kept showing up. And I cover city council, and I'm like, look, I get paid to show up to these meetings, but I was impressed that he kept showing up and kept showing up. And one day I reached out to him a few months later, like, well, why do you keep coming back? He said, I realize this is where the change happens, in City Hall. And then he announced his candidacy for at-large city council. He won significantly. I mean, he had several votes. He was almost a top vote getter. And now you see him, he is definitely, is not business as usual. He is the one who continues to push for things. He will be very vocal about things. If he doesn't like something, he will say it. So he does not shy away from speaking his mind. But I think it is interesting to see just how Charlotte has changed in general, because not only his election, but the election of Mayor Vi Lyles, the election of 6 members under the age of 40 who are all new and not the traditional politician, you know, folks who were maybe in the grassroots efforts or fintech, you know, people who were not necessarily a politician at first have become leaders on city council. So I think that's what we can say 2 years later. We have new leadership at the top where things were going wrong 2 years ago, supposedly from the community. We're still trying to see if we still have issues with, you know, police accountability and with housing, but you see city council saying, hey, we want to put $50 million for the housing trust fund to, you know, address that issue. So you're seeing steps trying to be taken.
We are out of time, folks. I've let the clock go. I wish we could have more time to talk about this. This is probably worth a whole future show, and we'll do that. But in the meantime, if you've got comments on this week's show, make sure you get in touch with us. You can email your comments to offtherecord@wtvi.org. Thanks for joining us this week, and we'll see you next time on Off the Record.
A production of PBS Charlotte.